Okay. Is everything working? My audio is working. Okay. Hopefully this is worth it. Ooh. Does it not autocomplete? Does it not use the it doesn't use the intelligent autocomplete shortcuts? There must be a way to set this. There must be an autocomplete shortcut. No, there isn't. Is there an execution shortcut? Indent selection, on selection. F5. Harvest and do a barrel roll. Increase speed. Increase yield. I mean, do I have to like copy paste? I assume the grass can't be harvested at will. Oh no, you can. This is kind of dumb. What happens? Can I not resize the window? I guess the auto resize. What? I love this game already. Where's the money going to? Oh, it's going to the piggy bank, isn't it? It's flying off the screen. Okay, so I need 100 to start touching grass. Wait. Oh no. First one to unlock is loops. Duh. And I think probably don't need all of this. Since this is Pythonic, I'm assuming it would be this. This is kind of sick. Wait, where's the oh, you can zoom out. That's so sick. Can't interact with them any way other than using the code. I think I have more than enough to unlock some grass. Okay, so now it's harvesting too fast. Oh, that's so fun. So if you harvest too fast, you won't get anything. How do I end execution? What's the keyboard shortcut for ending execution? Pause or oh, you can pause it and then stop it. Okay. What a fun game. So I'm assuming you can't just I'm assuming you just do this. Must be a colon and oh right. Classic Python. So you'll harvest immediately instead of cutting it down too fast. Can see what's under it, where it is. Oh yeah, grass yield doubled. How clear to reset the farm to all grass and reset the drone position. Interesting. Okay. Can you plant while having grass? I'm assuming you can. Oh, this is not autocomplete the way I think it does. Okay, you have to press tab. So what if you just constantly plant? Does it lock down? Okay, so it won't do anything. Okay, so grass grows by default, no matter what. We're finally getting some emergent gameplay here. Oh, but also, it actually is a different unit. Oh, hello. Thanks for the follow. How've your day been? Tell me in excruciating detail how your day have been. PVHA 3010. Okay, let's see what more unlocks. Sensors would be nice, which implies... Oh, it uses the cardinal direction. That's annoying. I've never been good with the cardinal direction. Oh, but then the expansion is only vertical. Okay, that's not too bad. There's no for loops, is there? How do I see existing documentation? While loops. So you only have access to while loops. So like... Okay, let's assume that our place of origins at the bottom. And then we just plant, harvest down, plant, harvest down. Would that work? The issue is that the top one will always be the last one to be harvested. Should work. Okay. Wait, you could... Oh, yo, you could actually edit it using VS Code. That's sick. Let's use the in-game editor for now. Okay. It's kind of annoying because I don't have like a good for loop, so I can't define how much I do. So oh my gosh, please. Okay, so let's go with all bushes for now. Well, no, let's look at the next unlock. So I need a combination of bushes and grass. Okay, I have an idea. So let's do 2 grass, 1 bush for now. You know what I should have done? I should have kept this current loop going, and then like start writing code. That's what I should have done. This is me being badly optimized as a human being. So we always want to plant a bush first. Oh my god, please. I keep. Oh, hello for the subscription. I think
Just subscribed for 6 months. Test.
test indeed. Why didn't you use a better message? You could have said anything. Oh. Of course, Switch passes that one. That's hilarious. Okay. Okay, so we move north. If can harvest. Oh no, I'm trying to write JavaScript code. Why didn't that work? It's slightly different than how I write code normally. Harvest. Actually, can I add a function? Oh, I can't. Sick. Sick, 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 sick. Okay, okay. I think that's how you write a function. And I just so you can't wait. How do you? Oh, so the shift tab is my fucking Steam overlay. That's annoying. I'm gonna have to move my Steam overlay to a different keyboard binding just so I could play this game. Are you kidding me? Where's the Steam overlay shortcut? Where? Here. Okay, okay. That's better. So if can harvest, and then okay, let's do this for now. See if that works. Has never been defined. How do functions work? Available functions and harvest, move, do a flip, clear. Doesn't tell me whether. I'm assuming this is like the function key. Do I have to do func? Maybe I just haven't unlocked the ability to do it, and the game is forcing me to do this. That's a bit annoying. Oh well. Started watching the Dev Roundtable VOD. Oh no! I just ruined my own watch times. Actually, no, you're still watching me on stream, so I'm not really ruining I'm ruining my YouTube watch time in favor of Twitch watch time. I think categorically, I think I favor, or rather, YouTube watch time is probably favored more. At least worth more. If that isn't weird. Available functions, that's the move command. Oh, first of all, plant a bush. And then we move to the north. And if we can harvest, harvest. And then we just do 3 of these. So let's see. Oh. because that's not the direction. Wait, I just wrapped around. Wait, I thought I had to like navigate myself back. Oh, watching on Twitch? Then never mind. It's all the same funnel. If anything, it's probably more. I don't know if you'll find this more interesting. I find this game endlessly fascinating. Okay, I need to be able to unlock functions. Functions. Variables, functions. Arithmetic, comparison, logical operators. Interesting. Where it is, what's under it, and where it is. Debug tools, you have to pay money to unlock debug tools. Oh no, did I just unlock? Okay. That's fine. Assumingly, actually, what if I pause this? And I just do that. Okay, I think there's like one grid that isn't getting harvested at all. Oh no, there is. Oh yo, I'm fucking sick with it. Someone should pay me to program. Look at how good I am. Okay, well that's actually super sick. And here's a for loop. Did I unlock the for loop? Okay, so the for loop unlocks while you have... Obviously the path isn't like super optimal. But I think the only change right now is that I think disproportionately I am like planting not enough bushes. I think eventually this is going to be occupied by bushes now. If not, then this is like a perfect distribution. It's like I've somehow made something that is like exactly 2/3 bushes. Yeah, world size, yo, sick. This is actually like programming. This is actually like being back in like grade 10 in my like first computer science class. I swear, like, oh my gosh, can you imagine if all computer science class is basically just like 2 hours of playing with this? Instead of like one very tired ex-basketball gym teacher trying desperately to teach a bunch of bumblefucks C++, and then failing to do that, somehow revert back to Java. Anyway, so let's... Operators actually doesn't really make sense. Functions will make sense, but you need carrots. So I need to expand the type of... Okay, so to increase the speed of the drone, I need carrots. Where do I get carrots? Okay, so this just increases grass yield. So I think no matter what, you need grass. What language is this? I think it's like a facsimile of Python. It is incredibly Pythonic, the tab indentation instead of the curly brackets. But I don't think it's pure Python. Okay. That's my next goal. To unlock carrots, to unlock functions. But carrots are locked here, so I need sensors. Get pause X, get pause Y. East, north, okay. So pretty basic XY axis. Num item returns how many of an item you have. So conceivably, I could actually set a target towards how much grass I have. And once I get that target, once I get to that target, I could just keep planting bushes. Get ground type, so I'm assuming there's gonna be like more fertile ground that you could hyper optimize as well. The non-keyword. Oh my goodness, I've unlocked nothing. Get entity type rotation noun is if there's no entity underneath the drone. Okay. I don't think I have enough pieces for emergent gameplay. You have to do two things. Carrots can only be grown on tiled soil. Oh, tilled soil. To till the soil, call till while drones over it. Call till again to untill the soil. Okay, so I have to be very careful not to till the soil again. You need seeds to grow. You can buy seeds! No, I have to buy them! Oh my gosh, what? Okay, how does... Items, the carrot seed. You can see the cost of any item in its tooltip. When you mouse over the item itself. Oh, the item naming the code. Oh my gosh. Gosh, this is so great. What's happened to my stream? Is it frozen? Hello? Is anyone around? Say something in chat, please. Hi. That's weird. I saw like a viewer count of 0. I was like, did I get hard reset or something? Or did everyone got too bored with whatever the hell I'm doing? Okay, let's do see, this isn't the main function, this is just another file. I don't like the fact that I can't drag the code editor down. The code editors fit to like how much code I have in there. Anyways, I really okay, so I can't really unlock anything until I get functions, which means I need 150 carrots and 400 grass. So I actually have like enough grass. So I think no matter what, grass is like the base unit of measurement. Okay, so, but I think I at this point I could hyper invest. Does commons work? Oh yeah, it works. Let's say let's repurpose this one. So we effectively want to do the same thing, except maybe better somehow. We don't have access to functions. I don't want to rewrite the same line of code multiple times because I'm a fucking programmer. But it seems like we must, just to get enough carrots. So no matter what, start with while true. So I need to... I'm not sure how to trade. I guess let's do a trade for carrot seed first. Oh, please. Okay, so you have 0 then. Okay, so it costs a bush. And, so no matter what, okay. I see. Let's just maintain the same momentum. And just move this one. I think we could detect... This is gonna be super scuffed, but like I honestly can't care. I think eventually what's gonna eventually what's gonna happen is that all the tiles are gonna be tiled. Sorry, all the blocks are going to be tiled, and that's not what I want. The lack of functions really annoys me. What we could do is that no, actually, I don't want to do that. I don't want to just farm one single block. Okay, you know what? Let's just do it. Let's how do we detect if get ground type? Oh, the oh, it takes one operation as well. I don't really know what get ground type does. Let's assume it's tailed. Well, no. Actually, that's... How does logical operators work here? It's the same. Do I not have logical operators? Oh, I didn't unlock logical operators. Okay. Comparison. Okay, so that's the same. So while it's not tilled, I back fingered everything. Actually, I need to first of all trade items, the carrot. Kill. And then we plant. No, please. Okay. This is why programmers should never deviate from their IDE. Okay, so let's pause this. Oh, there's already a problem because in semicolon here, I think. So let's do it this way. Okay, so I'm planting carrots, but the issue is I don't know if... Okay, so once you harvest it, it's no longer tilled. This is super optimal. I just wonder if... I'm not really planting any more bushes anymore, am I? No, I'm still planting bushes. The very satisfying sound of things being cut, being planted, and the coins dropping. I'm only 20 minutes into the game, so it is still on like the beginning parts of the satisfying curve. But I assume once it gets down towards the 1 hour mark, it's gonna sound grating. It's gonna sound like nails on a chalkboard. Okay, so I'm seeing some problem with this already that I want to address eventually. One is that there is a very high chance of me tilling over potential bushes. So like one thing to do is, where's the sensor stuff? If get entity type, if it's none, does that work? Oh yeah, I keep triple equal sign. Oh wait, you could place. Wait, you could plant bushes over. Okay, so that's interesting. The issue is right now I am not planting anything. I'm not planting the carrots, which is the whole point of this exercise. Oh, the pattern changes. The pattern changes. Listen, chat. What the heck is this thing? Okay, so I have an overabundance of carrot seeds. But that's gonna be hard to optimize. We have to both have like an optimized logic, and it has to sound good. Oh, ad break. I think we could afford some of this stuff now. Oh my gosh, grass yields is going crazy. Okay. We need to plant more bushes. Does this ruin our algorithm? Yeah. Okay, we can't be planting too many bushes. Are we no longer planting carrots? Oh my god! Not having any function sucks! Did I break the algorithm right before okay, wait. What's the reset button? Is it clear? I think it is just clear. Okay. Let's try this again. No, we're not planting carrots. Not like this. We're still trading for carrots. We're not planting them anymore. I wonder if it's because the entity type is grass or something. Ground. Does it tell me? Can be iterated with a for loop. What? This is getting to the point where like the documentation is not enough for me to get to what I'm trying to do. Okay, maybe this double check is not, is too over jealous. Oh no, it's, wait, is it? Okay, it's double cycling. It's switching out the carrots for bushes every rotation. Okay, I can live with this. I can live with this? No, I can't live with this. Because it's planting an entity. Okay, I can't live with this because it's not increasing anything. I'm actually wasting resources. Don't plant bushes unless things can be planted. Oh, this is so scuffed. Okay. If get entity type equals none, So if there's nothing there, we plant. Ah, but then it doesn't plant bushes. I want to be able to say or get entity type equals grass. Oh wait, no, it'd be entity stuff. Oh, okay. Why did it just move my cursor? Entities. Oh, I gotta stop pressing enter. It doesn't autocomplete with enter. Okay, I might actually have to move to like VS Code for this. This is actually kind of annoying me. Entity star grass. So that should be fine. Okay, there's a problem here. Let's clear it because I think we started at a dirty state. So you should always have a third is our carrot count rising. That's all I care about. The carrot count isn't rising. Why is that the case? It's not collecting the carrots. I can't believe this. We're literally one away from having enough carrots to unlock the function, and I somehow broken it to the point that I can't get carrots. Why is that the case? It's not gonna harvest unless... I think the issue is that the harvest function is wrong here somehow. Like, it's trying to harvest... Oh my gosh. Can I unlock... Well, I have to unlock variables first before unlocking functions anyways. The lack of functions is actually, like, somewhat detrimental. Because I don't have a good way to organize my code. So what is it doing? Do I have to unlock debug for real? I actually have to unlock debug. Okay. Well, true. Get entity type. I can't believe I'm actually stepping through this. So, move north. Don't care. Move north. Trade a carrot seed. If get ground type is not tilled, till it, which actually breaks it. So we want to say if get entity type is grass, till it, and then we start. Oh my gosh, and then it's gonna plant a bush. And ground type isn't tilled. Wait, no, with or and. Hopefully the programmer has this logic functioning. Okay, and then we just make it so that every time after we move, we try to harvest. So every time we move, we try to harvest, and then so at the beginning, so the issue is like this part, because basically I'm doing this. I'm doing a trade Yeah, that's pretty much entirely what I'm doing. Except now I'm no longer tilling. Because I need to be tilling first. Okay, let's just assume that I don't need any of this logic for planting bushes because we have more than enough bushes. Because it's actually like interfering with the rest of the logic. Okay, so carrots grow like exceptionally slow. Okay, good. Now we move the bush logic down here. I think it's working. it's perfect. It's like a third carrot, it's a third bushes, a third grass. I should have had this organized from the beginning. Oh my god, that is beautiful. Could have done this with less scuff code, maybe. Does the robot need to move diagonally? No. It could. I think it probably would save more operations. Actually, I guess it doesn't matter. You could be moving linearly, but then you need a separate counter, and that's more difficult to do. In the pretense where we have no functions, and we're in an infinitely tiling grid, your position ultimately doesn't matter. So like as a game designer, the game designer have to make a way so that we'll have to hit something. Thanks for the follow. Orange 325. Orange. Oh my goodness. How can I be a successful streamer when I could barely read names? But then again, this is like lead. This is like lead code, right? It's like you replace the letters with numbers, like all the cool kids in the early 2000s do. Yeah, pretty much. Was Blorange 0 to Blorange 324 taken? Kids still do that, yes. I think I used to do that as well, back in like high school. And then I was like, this is wildly inefficient and a waste of creative energy. I'm gonna just generate a combination of letters that is uniquely me, that no one will take, and just use that for all my accounts. And that's what I've been doing. The issue is no one can pronounce it, so that's problematic. Basically, no system is perfect. Then boom, you just created a Polish name. How did I do it? You're completely right. Okay, oh no. What's really annoying me right now is that I have an extreme surplus of carrot seeds. So one of the inefficiencies of the system is that every time it tries to plant carrots, it buys a carrot seed. But it doesn't need to buy a carrot seed every turn. It gets to a specific carrot spot. I could make the logic a lot better, and actually I'm going to do that. Why am I talking about it when I could just do it? What's the... How do I count the number of... Oh lordy. sensors. Num items return how many of an item you have. Okay, we're gonna have to pause the string for a second. Where is it? Okay, so if num items the caret c equals 10, oh sorry, equals 0, then we trade for it. Uh-oh. The issue is that we stopped the execution, we started again. Nope, stop. Wait, what? Why is it running? I'm just trying to clear the thing. Okay, so this is deterministic. This is maintaining a pattern. Now we're just trying to see the number of caret C's go down. And we're seeing the number of caret C's go down. And the number of carets go up. This is what I'm talking about, chat. Oh my god, I fucking love this game. You can benchmark? Unlock costs 1k? Wait, is that treasure chest? What the hell? Okay. I think no matter what, like fundamentally, the backbone of this economy is on grass. Which is very ironic. Actually telling programmers to, Okay, so now we could actually write functions. So this is huge. This is huge. So let's go to a new editor. We'll be like, and then we copy everything here. So the number of items, we don't have enough caret seed, we trade. And then entity grass, get grass, type, till, plant. Okay. Well, it's called plant carrot, not carrots. Imagine naming things wrong on stream. Okay. And then we replace this with plant carrot. Plant carrot hood. Fuck yeah. This is like a... I think the issue, like the really good part right now is that the size of the map is working very well for me. It's exactly 3 by 3. And our loop function is actually a function of 3 moves. So like, the loops are perfect. Which means that if we don't be careful with the periodicity of our movement, we could actually screw something up. We're actually using the caret C now, which is really good. Let's see. We have enough for a speed upgrade. We have enough for 2 speed upgrades. And then... Oh, you look at that bro going. God, I fucking love this game. This is so good. Okay, you could rename yourself as well. Sweet. Can I name? Okay, so I can't name this unless I delete it. Okay, so we're always gonna need a clear function, no matter what. We gotta be able to reset to the good days. I think in terms of like periodicity of access, we're actually harvesting a lot more grass than like bushes or carrots, because we're able to traverse through the grass tiles much faster, because most of our operations are actually during movement, which isn't a bad thing, I think, because I think you need grass for pretty much all parts of the game. Okay, I wonder if there's a way to reduce the volume damping. I guess that works. Wonder why that option's there. Okay, time to look for new features. So if I expand the farm to a 4x4, there's a problem. The problem is that we break our 3-unit periodicity. So before we expand the farm, we have to change the logic so that it could work with the logic here. So since we have functions, let's oh my goodness. Let's do since everything is by units of movement, at least that's how we define how the robot works. We should just make it so that the robot will always move in a predictable manner. How do we do that? Okay, let's add a new function, call it move, and we call that before everything. So the robot knows the coordinate system. We just need to be able to sync it with the periodicity. No, we can't. So the new grid is 4x4, but we don't technically have 4 things to plant. Let's look to the future to see like what more things we need. So no matter what, we still need carrots. No matter what, we still need wood. Oh, you can water the plants to make them grow faster? Oh, sick. Okay. We still need to figure out the periodicity, but before then, we need to figure out plants grow faster when they're watered. Water level ranging from 0 to 1. Get water, return to water level, the ground is over. Fertilizer 1, I'm sure it's soon. Growth speed of plant growing on till soil grows linearly from 1 time speed at water level 0 to 5 times at level 1. Level ranging from 0 to 1. Dries up over time, water loses 1% of its current water every now and then. Keep the water level high, consume much more water than keeping it low. You can use water tanks to water your plants. You can purchase empty... Oh my gosh. A tank can hold 0.25 water. Water tanks fill up automatically. Fill rate 0.5% of the number of empty tanks per second. So if you have 100 empty tanks, one of them will fill up every 2 seconds. Water tank over to empty the tank and water the ground. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is huge. This is absolutely huge. Okay. Okay, so let's have a generalized movement option that just moves over the entire grid. How do variables work? I either have the loop repeat at 0. Okay, let's do this. Actually, I probably can't call it move. Probably move drone. Thanks, Dad. Still wouldn't let me do anything. Oh, actually, would it? Okay, move drone. So we have the ability to know our XY coordinates. So if get pos x, if it's 0, we move north. Else we move east. I think that works. Okay, let's pause this. We can actually do, so let's do a main function. Main function basically encapsulates every logic, so I don't have to do this manual clearing stuff. And then we call this one AI. Okay. This doesn't make sense now. So we call, come on, please. Wait, why is it that, okay, so it never selects the last one. That's weird. Okay. Well, true, planned everything. Okay. So the main is gonna try to clear first, and then it's gonna run AI. So that's our main function. We don't need the clear function anymore. So that's our main function. That's what the robot takes to run. While true, we get the drone to move, and then we just designate rows. I think designate rows is probably makes sense. So if let's see, x equals get pos x. So we have the x direction. Is there a switch statement? Okay, let's assume we don't need a switch statement. So if x we plant carrot. And then every time, actually after every time we move this row, we try to harvest. Every time we move the drone, we harvest. And if we can't harvest, we do the rest. Yeah. So x get position x. L if x equals 1, we do, let's add new one for planting bushes. Please. Technically, I don't need to, since I have all this logic segregated, I don't need to do all this checks. But let's just have this self-encapsulated anyways. So we plant bushes. And then the rest, we don't do anything. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. And then I think eventually we would designate specific corridors for specific things. So let's do the main function, which isn't working. Why isn't it working? If get position x. Is it a function? It might be a function. Yeah, that's why. Okay, sick. This sets us up for a lot of scalability and functionality. And then we expand the farm. Okay, I need pumpkins next to expand the next level of the farm, which is fine. But this should just work for this larger size of the farm. Oh, it's perfect. Okay. So I think we have disproportionately more yeah, we have disproportionately more grass being harvested. But it seems like grass is relevant all the way until the end of the game. Now we just need to think about watering. So let's go back to watering. I think you also have to buy water cans. Water tank can hold 0.25 water. Okay, so let's add a new function called pattern water tile. Water tile. And all it's gonna try to handle is whether we're on tile first. So if the ground type is till, actually it doesn't really matter. Returns the water level of the ground is over. When they're water, soil and turf have a water level. Okay. I don't care about growing grass faster. Let's see. Okay, plants grow faster when they're water. Soil and turf have a water level ranging from 0 to 1. Growth speed, plant growth, tile growth. Oh my goodness. From 1 speed, 0 to 5 times speed at water level 1. Soil dries up over time. Okay, so let's assume actually using return statements. Yo, okay. So if it's not tiled, we don't care. How much is a water tank? Does it not tell me how much water tank I could trade for? Oh, because I need to do an empty one. Which, okay, that's fine. So this kind of have to grow up linearly, but that's fine. So if you have 100 fill, water fill rate 0.5%, 100 empty tanks, one of them refill every 2 seconds. Okay, new function. Actually, no, does it work? No, it doesn't work. Don't care about this function. Okay, let's just trade one empty, because we can't trade for an infinite amount of empty tanks if we don't have the items available to trade. So we could always try to attempt the trade. There's two ways to go at this. We either programmatically determine if we have enough items to trade, or we do a trade and we check whether the items have increased. I like the second one because you don't have to determine whether you need to whether you have enough of the base material to trade. So we might have to write like a trade function, but then the trade function has to the trade function will have to return like a boolean whether if it's a successful trade. But that's fine. We'll worry about that later. So let's just always try empty tank first, and if get water is less than 0.75, and num items of items, the water tank. Oh, please. Water tank bigger or equal than 1. We could try to water. So we use item, the water tank. Why is this highlighted weirdly? Okay. It's called items, the water tank. Okay. So much buffering on my end. Is it because my bitrate is too high? Might be because my bitrate is too high. Can't exactly change it while I'm streaming. You might have to just watch at like a lower resolution. Oh, we finally used up all the carrot seeds. Now we're actually just buying with them as we use them, which is good. Okay. Haven't lot. Okay, so frame is fine. I guess I don't have to change bitrate now that I have an option to. Technically, there is a stream recovery thing where if I go offline, I have 90 seconds to bring the stream back up. So I've got to do like a speed run of changing the bitrate in the OBS settings and then bring the stream back on. And I think I'm too much of like a gym teacher to get that technology working. Anyways, we're getting close towards fertilization. I think water is the fertilization mechanic. So actually, I think this is fine. This is self-sufficient already. So let's stop the operation. Must be a clone. Oh yeah. Should probably press a tab in here as well. Hello? Hello? Pesticides when? Oh my god. Can you imagine that you have to use a robot to detect if there's a pest? I don't know. I think I'll play through the game. Then I'll join their Discord and like actually start feature requesting shit, because this game is so fucking fun. It's like lead code but actually fun. Well, I guess you're not really writing a general purpose algorithm. You're writing something specifically catered to you. And of course, it doesn't help you with job interviews. Okay. I think fundamentally we could actually add the water tile function right here. And then if we run the main function again, does it work? Am I buying the water tanks? If it's not tilled, I'm not buying anything because this is returning, I think. If get ground type isn't tilled. So maybe this get ground type isn't tilled thing is like actually not working. That's annoying. Now, how much of debug can I do? Ah, this is where debug is good. What do you need pesticides for? Just use a debugger. There's a joke. That's the highlight of the stream. I can't beat that. Shit. What is the ground type here then? Okay. I need an actual debugger to like run this. And then I need to actually run one cycle to populate everything, and then I could step through it. Okay. And harvest. Get persistent X. Try to plant carrots. Maybe. Oh wait, there is a breakpoint. Oh, I'm an idiot. What does clear do? Clear resets the map. Okay. I've breakpoint here.
Dancerbob just subscribed with Prime.
Oh well, thank you for your subscription, Dancerbob. I appreciate your support. Is there advanced debugging function? Debug 2. Functions to temporarily slow down execution, make the grid smaller. No. Can I not print? Does it? Can I not print? Multi-trade. Trade multiple items at once? Sick. I want to know what like the ground type is, because I don't know what ground type. We could keep the functions running, I think, while we debug this. Get entity type, get ground type, return the type of entity or ground that is under the drone. Entity the bush. So I wonder if it do I have to pause this to write this code? Okay, we have to pause this to run this code. That's fine. Yeah, ground type is, I wonder if it's just like ground up tilt or something. Yeah, it is. Okay. So it could be either soil or tough. I'm assuming tough is the normal green. So soil. So if it isn't soil, we skip. Oh, sick. Okay, we have water. We have water now. The issue is that we're not filling them up because this is all empty tanks. I could be trading. I mean, I could have just. Oh, actually, we got a bit of water there. Is there an indicator that something has been watered? Very minorly. Oh, I think the ground is actually like slightly darker after it's been watered. Okay, so that means that our efficiency is only going up at this point. We should let's see, increase the yield of carrots. We probably should have done that like a long time ago. And I think we're actually running low on wood. So, good thing about how modular this system is that we could do this or X2. Be nice if we have a switch statement, but so we just double the production of wood by changing that. This is how you adjust to economic situations. I wonder what this like treasure chest resources. Okay, trees seems very interesting. I wonder if a tree is gonna occupy like multiple grid. Because that makes it so that it's not just a grid-based simulator, it's like how would you even do that? You have to both process it at a specific unit, but also at a specific division of 2. Multi-trade would be cool. Min-max apps functions. Yo! Time to min-max, boys! Oh my gosh, this is where true min-maxing starts. Okay, we've actually have enough water tanks at this point that we're actually having a surplus in water tank, which is super nice. So this unlocks pumpkins. Wait, did it not unlock pumpkins? Oh, because I don't have enough wood. Because we're using up all the wood by water tanks. Oh no! Oh no. Okay, we need to expand. No, we can't expand the playfield. We need to stop buying so many water tanks. Oh, but then it's not the total of empty. Oh, you. Okay. We need to both double up the production of wood, and we need to actually account for the number of water tanks we get. Good thing the good thing is that let's see. So if node const num items the empty tank. Oh, I gotta keep pressing enter. Plus items dot. Is it just water tank? Just water tank. And then if tanks less than 100, we buy. So that's gonna go up until 100, and then I think that's gonna be sufficient for now. I wonder if you could have like constants, like global constants. Cannot be used on operand. Oh yeah. Thanks, Dad. I'm not thinking. Okay, so we're gonna probably get to a point where we stop buying. I think we just hit that point, yeah, and then we stop buying, and our tree population has recovered. Thinking about not thinking, way too dank. That's programming for you. You basically have to explain to a machine how much you would not like to think, and then the machine will just do the thinking for you. And then you could leave your thought energy onto the next thing you need to think about. I love this game. Okay. In terms of response, I think we're actually getting pretty close. I think maybe trees are the next way to get like more. So like once I have enough trees up there in the counter, actually kind of upgrade bushes. Is that the only way to do it? Trees. Better way to get wood than bushes. Duh! You gaslight the program into believing that's its purpose. Lol. 5 wood each. Like bushes, planted on grass or soil. Like to have space. I like to have some space, and planting them right next to each other will slow down their growth. The growth time is double for each tree that's on tile directly to the... If you plant a tree on every tile, they will take 16 times to grow. Okay. The percent operator. That's exactly what I'm thinking about, but that's not what I'm thinking about. I think we have a good function here. We just need to think about... Actually, no. You do want to have... what's the best way to do this? Okay. Let's do a new thing. We do a plant tree function, but we also let it return something. So can grow equals x equals get pos x. Oh my god, please. Y equals get pos y, and then we... Let's see, how do we do this? We do can grow x plus y modulate 2. Yeah. And then we return can grow. technically, if I want to be like super Pythonic, I probably have to do like name my variables a lot better. Can grow, and then we just do the thing. We plant. Do I need to grow trees? Sorry, do I need to buy tree seeds? That seems kind of redunculous. Where's my plant bush function? So you get entity type is none or get entity type is grass. So I think I just need this one because it almost never is none. You always almost grow grass. So if entity type is grass, plant entities dot tree. And I don't really like this function because it does two things. It determines both whether a tree can be grown and plant them. But this is fine for me for now. Let's pause our program. Let's do can harvest. If plant tree continue. Oh gosh, it actually does have to continue. That's so sick. Okay. And then if okay, so you can't mask comment. That's fine. Let's just do that. Let's try it this way. I already have things broke. Defined in has a syntax error. Must be colon at the end. Okay. Always forget the colon at the end. Return can't grow. It's not a function. Why am I doing this? It's actually returning everything. Oh, because yeah, can grow equals 0. I think that works. Does that work? No, it's not working. It's planting trees everywhere. It's planting trees everywhere. That's not what I want. Because it's always trying to grow trees. Okay. That makes sense. I'm not writing this very nicely. Can tree equals 0. So now that converts that, and then if we can grow trees, we grow trees, and then we return it. Sick. Okay, that's exactly what I want. And now trees are grown at maximum speed. We've evolved. I don't like the fact that we're devoting half of our space for trees. I think that might be too many trees. I just wonder what happens. I think the documentation doesn't say watering very well. So soil and turf have a water level. Plant growing on till soil grows linearly. So it implies that you can't actually water trees or grass, which kind of makes sense. It'd be nice if that was told explicitly. So it makes sense that like we're accumulating so much water. All that time programming, I'm actually unlocking like new things. Sunflowers and power. Power? Wait, what do you mean by power? Collect the power of the sun. Harvest that power. Oh my gosh. It's Plants vs. Zombies, boys. Buy sunflower seeds instead of carrot seed. Harvest the sunflower. Power of all sunflowers on the farm flows together into the harvested plant. Harvesting a sunflower is power equal to the square root of the number of sunflowers on the farm. Only one of the sunflowers with the most petals can handle this. If you harvest a sunflower that doesn't have the most petals of all sunflowers on the farm, the power will destroy all the sunflowers on the farm. No! Oh my god, this is so complicated. As long as you have power, the drone will use it to run twice as fast. Oh no! Oh no, we need this. We need this. Okay, okay. I'll return the number of petals on the sunflower under the drone. So the issue is that you don't know how many you basically the drone itself is like a robot. Like it doesn't know anything about like let's organize this because I'm like so wish there's like better snapping for a lot of this stuff. We don't need to have all the code running all the time. Plant bush is kind of deprecated. Let's move it up here. So the main and AI. Function hierarchy looks like main, clear, AI, move, drone, harvest, move. Yeah, basically. It's always good to have a hierarchy. So you have like functions that are clearly defined to do exactly what it needs. Like, would I be able to have this running while just like having like a single file that does everything? Sure. But having like all the functionality of everything separated is very helpful, especially as a programmer. I think we also hit kind of the limitations of what we can do. We gotta start like actually upgrading stuff that like can you oh right, we haven't planted pumpkins yet. Oh my god. Okay. Have I unlocked pumpkins? I need 1,000 carrots. Okay. That's fine. We'll actually afford some of these carrot upgrades. Now that we have like a massive source of wood. Oh my gosh, I love the feedback loop of this game. It's an idle game where when I don't mind idling because while you're idling, you're designing your system. Oh my gosh, what a perfect game. Okay, I used up too much wood there. And then trade is just there. I think trade is necessary, so you have to have like you basically have to design a system where like because fundamentally you have to trade carrot seeds. To trade carrot seed, oh, it just flashes by too fast. Can we expand this? So if we trade carrot seeds, used to go. Oh my gosh, please. So it requires 3 wood and 3 grass. So no matter what, you need to have an economy that supplies at least 3 wood and 3 grass for every carrot to grow. If that makes sense. So you have to account that that's part of the system. I think trading is actually like one of the most nuanced parts of this game because it like connects all the resources together. Or else you just have like one farm that farms like carrots all the time just to get enough carrots, and then you swap to a second farm that like farms all the wood, and then you just like have like dedicated farms for what matters. But then like once you have a carrot farm, you realize, oh, not only do I have to farm carrots, but I have to farm the wood and grass to supply the carrots, which is like super well designed. And then you have to do it all programmatically. Oh, it's so good. I fucking love this. Okay, now I'm just gonna wait for like more wood. Can I expand this? I need pumpkins to expand this. So like the upgrade tree is super nice as well because it's like guiding you through the progression of the game. Now it's like, can I design this to be better? Can I design this to be faster? Can I design this to be stronger? Can I design it like the Daft Punk song? I don't think we have enough space for sunflowers, but it looks like I just don't know what the maximum measurement power for sunflowers are. It would be really nice if it tells me, like, maybe it does tell me, like, what if I just do like, oh, okay, so it does tell, so can measure some values on entity. Optimal trading for X material instead of directly farming, it takes more steps. Optimally trading for X material instead of directly farming it takes more steps. I think so. The issue is that there, like the rate in which, oh, this is ad break. I'll talk about this after the ad break. I can take a drink. Oh, okay. Basil's time is over. I'm observing the runtime of this. I've noticed two things. Well, okay, maybe just one thing right now. Our supply of wood is actually barely able to supply the number of carrot seeds we're trading. So we might actually have to scale down carrot production. And that's probably one thing I'm gonna do right now. Oh wait, that's just measure. I don't know what that does. This. So now we're only getting 2 carrot tiles, which means that our production of wood should be less atrocious. The second thing I'm noticing is that we're actually, like, trees are actually being grown and waiting to be harvested for a lot longer. Like at least two or three of the trees are like fully grown before the drone can get to it. Okay. Anyways, so we currently need to design this system to accommodate pumpkins. I think, because that's literally blocking me from everything here. So 1 pumpkins, grow like carrots and tile soil, require pumpkin seeds to be planted, 1 carrot each. So now our carrot production have to match up to pumpkin production. When all pumpkins in a field are fully grown, they grow together to form a giant pumpkin. Oh no, it's Stardew Valley! Oh my gosh. It's exponential scaling! The yield of a giant pumpkin is the cube side length of the pumpkin. Oh my god. Actual exponential scaling. What? Good idea to get all pumpkins as big as possible before harvesting. 1 in 5 pumpkins will die before they grow up. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is fucking spooky. How do we do this? How do we do this? I think our playing field is probably too small to. No, it can't be too small. We gotta take advantage. We gotta design around the system. We can't just be like, oh, let's go single pumpkins for now. That's not how it works. The issue is that there is no way to tell whether a pumpkin is big or not. Is there? Okay. I think this is gonna take some designing. But before I do that, I think it'd be prudent while we design the system to just get enough to do the system. Like we need a fundamental amount of pumpkins first. So we call function called plant pumpkin single, and then just plant single pumpkins. We don't have pumpkin seeds. We get them. And then we trade for pumpkin seeds. So we need 1 carrot per pumpkin. And then we have to tile the floor. And then because we tile the floor, we water the tile. Actually, you know what would be a really good improvement? Actually, no, never mind. That will be a big refactor. We can't. Yeah, I don't really want to do that. So let's do pumpkin. I will have to look into how to determine what. So there's several ways we could break down this system. Let's pause this. Let's pause the execution for now. And if x equals 1 and pumpkin single. Oh, I think we just saw a pumpkin like dying immediately. Okay, so pumpkins have 1 in 5. So even with the assumption that you're going back to the same pumpkin patch, you can't guarantee that all of them has fully grown. Does it make sense? So if you have a 2x2 pumpkin, does it make sense for going past them again? 8 pumpkins instead of 4, so you get double the yield. 27, so you get 3 times the yield. So it makes sense to go back to the pumpkins. Or rather, it makes sense to wait a single iteration to check if all the pumpkins are grown. But we can't. Just like this breaks a few assumptions, and we have to. We can't harvest on every tile. If we harvest on every tile, it's gonna break the big pumpkins, or rather, it's gonna stop the chance of big pumpkins from ever being. No, it won't. No, it won't. Okay, so let's assume because it's 1 in 5. So what are the chance of a, if it's 1 in 5, what are the chance of a 2x2 getting blocked? It's 4 in 5. So there's 80% chance that a 2x2 is broken. Oh, actually, yeah, there's an 80% chance. If it's 1 in 5, there's a 20% chance for each tile. There's 4 tiles, so you have 80% chance of a broken pumpkin. So it might actually not, it might not make sense to have pumpkins growing in a way that we're still gaining a positive on carrots. So we're still gaining a positive on carrots. So 2 carrot patches will sustain pumpkins. Okay. Is it not 0.8 times itself 4 times? Let's, so what, so the probability, so if there's 4 tiles, what is the probability of at least 1 tile? Maybe I'm thinking about this wrong. Maybe I should have thought of it the other way around. What is the what is the probability of planting 4 tiles and them all fully grown, which is 0.8 times itself 4 times. Okay. Yeah. Then I think you're correct there. Yeah, I'm think probability. I always think of it in the wrong direction first, so you might be completely correct there. So 0.8 to the power of 4, which is still like I think a 40% chance. So a 40% chance to get a full pumpkin instead of my originally estimated 20. So if there's 9 tiles, then there's only a 13% chance to get a full pumpkin. That means that you almost have to like loop through the entirety of pumpkin of the entire field 8 times, or almost 8 times, before you can check whether you have a big pumpkin. So I think at this point, big pumpkins are nice to have, but not like you can't wait until you have it, because you actually might make more just with the individual pumpkins. Because then like a 4x4 pumpkin, which is just ridiculous, it's like it's like a 2% chance of having like a 2x2 pumpkin, but your pumpkin patch would be so big at that point that you actually have chances of like the 3x3s inside the 4x4s, or like 2x2s inside of the 4x4s. Fundamentally, I think it's still better to always harvest. So let's assume that it's better to always harvest. So we could actually program this like how we program the bushes, I think. Oh crap, I just stopped the execution. That's whatever. How do I determine, oh no, not plant bushes, plant trees. That's the logic we want to get to, except we want it to be slightly different. So we use that as a framework. Let's move this to down. Please. How do I drag? Come on, game. I don't want to rename, I want to drag. That's the issue with UI designs. Like if you design something where the UI is just slightly too big, you don't have an interaction window. It's like you either rename or you don't. That's a bit annoying. Okay. Wonder if there's like a way you could do this. Like, oh yeah, you can press control and wait. Can you press control? Wait, what the hell is happening? I think I just like I've entered debug mode or something. Okay. Um, regardless, keep doing this. Regardless, let's get that to work, and then we do plant pumpkin. I think we gotta name function names a lot shorter. Maybe that's what I'm gonna start to do. And then we actually have a size that we want. Let's assume that no matter what, let's get the XY coordinates for now. And then we do can grow is when X is less or equal than size and Y is less or equal than size. Actually, I think we're moving too far away from like the dopamine production of this robot. We're gonna watch this robot while we program. Okay. So if can grow and oh, we have to the difference between trees and pumpkins is that you actually have to trade for them. So if you don't have enough pumpkin seeds, you have to get them first and then you plant them. Oh lordy. Oh, because I added them to the wrong place. Duh. Oh my gosh. Okay. If can grow. And yeah, we want that to be deterministic. So if it can grow, we'll try to grow it. If number of items, pumpkin seeds is equal to 0, we trade for pumpkin seeds. And the assumption here is that we have enough carrot production to trade for pumpkin seeds. And then we'll plant them. And then we return can grow. Okay, and now we modify the main function, or rather the AI function, so that we have the first column and the second column is carrots. And then we don't plant single pumpkins anymore. We always want to move. And if we can harvest, we harvest. And then we want this logic to override the plant tree rider. So if we can plant pumpkin. Oh, please. If we continue. So if we planted the pumpkin already, we'll continue. Okay. Oh, we already have things that are broken. Yeah, plant carrot. Okay. And this is P pump take 1. Oh yeah. Let's see if this is working. This isn't working because we didn't tile the thing. Okay. Let me cook. So this is so pumpkins is like every kind of complexity. So if we want to get the ground ready for tile, and then we tile. Okay. And this is broken. Is this broken? Oh my god, I'm getting like really big pumpkins. But this is larger or equal to 2. Oh, because I'm using Ah, zero indexing hits breaks me again. Okay, okay. We have to account for zero indexing. So it has to be less than size. Yeah. Look at that fucking big pumpkin in the middle that I'm gonna lose by restarting this program. Okay, so this is kind of working. If can grow, return can grow. The issue is like it's not like it's going into this function, but it's not planting the carrots. So that's problematic. Big pumpkin. So just planting trees. Actually, we just want a breakpoint here. Okay, so now we're here. So we should be growing up. We should be growing if X. Oh, that's why. Oh my god, chat is working. It's not like guaranteeing all the big pumpkins. Oh, actually, so the playing field is not big enough for like the last pumpkin to fully grow up for the first one. Also, but that's because we're not like the other one almost looked like a house. We're not watering the tile, so that's another thing that we need to take care of. We need to make sure at any chance we're actually watering the tile. So then the pumpkin is like growing fast enough. Yes, look, big pumpkin. Oh, sick. And then sometimes the pumpkin dies. Like this time, 2 pumpkin died. Oh my god. Bad RNG. Okay, that was 1 big pumpkin. Big pumpkin. Yo! Fucking sick. We did a chat. Okay. I think I've been like actually kind of screwing myself over by using a much smaller farm. The good thing is that this program works perfectly fine on like any farm except for scalability. I think since we define the scalability of each farm, let's see if we have enough carrot to supply. I think we're actually like slightly ahead on carrots in terms of actual value. Okay, so now the next speed upgrade is actually needing the power lightning. Okay. Let's go slightly greedier with pumpkin. Let's change the pumpkin to 3. Change plant. Because we don't actually need that much grass. I think the bot takes so long to iterate through each tile that wait. I think my thing just dried up. Oh well. Okay, so increase the number of carrot production. The tree production is actually like perfectly scaled, so that's perfectly fine. And then we just cope for big pumpkins. Oh god. Well, actually, a 3x3 actually increases the possibility of us getting like big pumpkins. This is fucking sick. Okay, let's see. Next one is 500. Almost there. The next one we have to tackle is sunflowers, and sunflowers kind of scares me because not only like everything currently working in the farm can be determined like greedily, as in there's no connection to the rest of the plant. If you're on a grid, you either determine based on grid coordinate what to plant, what to tile, what to water. But once sunflowers come into play, now you need to, I think, iterate through twice. Oh, 3x3 pumpkin! Yo, clip that! Somebody clip that! Oh, we're so... Fuck, I think I'm too late. Damn, I didn't have my Twitch manager running. I could like clip that. We had the 3x3 big pumpkin. I think we calculated that a 3x3 pumpkin has a chance of what is it? I think 0.8 to the power 9, so it has a 13% chance of happening, which is actually not too bad. But like considering how this algorithm works, it will actually harvest up. Like it's not like doing all 3x3. It's not doing all of them like say if you plant a pumpkin, it actually merges up to the one above the row, and then you harvest it. Then you actually like lose that possible, like it's less, it's probably less than the 13% we calculated, because it's not doing all the planting and then all the harvesting. It's doing like harvest and plant. So does it make sense to do plant and harvest? I don't think so. Because you would do like one full move section and then one full plant. But then by the time you do that, you like effectively have to move twice. But if you move twice, you actually waste extra time moving in progression for the next harvest cycle. So let's call it like, I don't know, like 5% chance for a 3x3. Anyways, oh my god, do I dare? I think I dare. Let's scale up pumpkin production, but then I think the chance of a 4x4 is like super low now. I think the chance of a 4x4 in isolation is like 3%. But like 4x4 as like an actual as an actual occurring 4x4 in this algorithm is a lot lower. It's probably like half that. Actually, no, it will be a quarter of that, because when you harvest the lower row, so you affect the top row as well. I don't like the fact that because I'm like being very efficient with the amount of seeds, it like flickers on the top left and it pisses me off. Like, am I gonna have to change my Yes, I'm gonna change my logic so it doesn't flicker. Because it's actually like annoying me. We just always have 10 in reserve. That's what you do. You set the arbitrary of reserves. Pumpkin seeds. Create a buffer for seeds. Exactly what I'm thinking. I don't think we're actually creating a buffer. Because we're still just buying one each time. And to create the buffer assumes that we have the rest of the material. So we might not, which means that if we don't have the source material to buy the buffer, one thing we can do, and this is gonna make the code looks uglier, but this is the things you have to do as a programmer just to fix like one minor bug, is you just always buy more than you use. But then it doesn't like, you don't have to use a while loop or like a complex determination. You just make the program slightly slower. And now we should always have a buffer of around 10. That's some like programming QA right here. End users like, I don't like the fact that the icons are flickering. Okay, what can we do about it? We duct tape a solution. Ugh. Now let's see, did my code get reviewed? Did my code get reviewed? More minor. Ugh. Don't tell me it will actually like. Sick. Code actually got reviewed. This is the great thing about the idle game. You can just let it run in the background. Maybe this is what I do on stream. I just let this run in the background. The issue is that you're just like farming things, but you're farming them at only the rates that you have them at. Anyway. And this should be like just an easy slam dunk. Yeah, that should be fine. So I have a database with. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, sick. Is this implemented using a modal? Color looks weird. Oh, this is a dialogue. That's not good. I think they still have not fixed the issue with dialogues. We'll wait for that to finish building. Guess that's true. Kind of annoying though. I think I had like a gross fix me here. Anyways, looks like this will probably take another day. Anyways, what was I working on? Creating a buffer for seeds so it looks good for the end user. Check. We're not planting single pumpkins anymore, so we could technically remove this function, but I just want the ability to do that later. So let's like move it out of the way, like all the way over here. There it is. Can't see it. Okay. Here's the main plant pumpkin function. So I think the biggest thing to figure out now, well, first of all, let's just keep upgrading. And it keeps scaling up the copium pumpkin farm. I think we're getting to the point where like most of the farm is pumpkins. Oh, we're actually not buying enough we're actually not buying enough the water tanks to like we need to like I think 4 times production that because we bought enough water tanks back in the day, but now we have so much more soil, so we actually need to like heavily invest in the water tank. Oh my gosh, yo, having persistent water tanks means that this game is actually technically a roguelite. Can you believe it? This is actually a roguelite programming simulator. Oh, I fucking love this game. Oh, okay. Let's see. What's the next thing to do? Could we try to expand storage more? I think the biggest thing right now is that, so I don't know what these treasure chest thing are, but I think these are actually like end game options. Leaderboard. Oh no, there's a leaderboard. Not like this. Automatically unlock things. Interesting. To the cost of things. Get access to dictionaries and sets. Oh yo. Use companion planting to increase the yield. Mazes. A maze with a treasure in the middle. Oh no! You actually have to program a maze detection thing. Oh wait, here's fertilizer. Oh my god. That seems dangerous. At some point, waiting for plant to grow is not efficient enough anymore. Fertilizer can make plant grow much faster. Will instantly grow the plant under the drone by 2 seconds. Will instantly grow the plant under the drone by 2 seconds. And then he dries up the ground. Still apply while the fertilizer is being used, but after that, the water level on the ground will be reduced to 0 by 2 seconds. So you'll speed it up by 2 seconds, but then you also dry up the whole thing. We need like a good reserve of wood, or else we're actually running out of like fundamental Oh, thank you for the follow. Gyro 10. Tanks less and number items or items. Number of items dot wood. Oh, I keep pressing enter. I hate this. Is it capital wood? I think it's capital wood. And the number item is bigger than say 500. So like we'll have a backlog of 500 wood, and then we'll buy empty tanks. Okay, let's see. So grass is at max level, so can't be touching anymore. Expands the farm, clears the farm. Could upgrade the carrots once we have enough wood. Oh, I should be upgrading trees. What am I doing? Oh my gosh. Upgrade sunflowers using treasure chest. Trade multiple items at once. That actually might be interesting. You want to buy 5 carrots. If you can't afford that many, you will simply do nothing instead of buying less. Okay. This game looks interesting. Yeah, this, like the moment I saw this game on Steam, I was like, I'm gonna buy this. I spend all my free time programming anyways. This is the perfect fucking game for me. And it was. It's been really fun so far. I've been playing for like 2 hours and I haven't really stopped. Okay, so this at least is multi-trade, which just adds an extra variable behind it. So we could actually fix all those scuffed like and then in terms of like water, we could actually trade for like, I don't know. How much is this? How much is this? How much is this? These 2 tips need to like, okay, so need 5. I don't know, let's just buy 10 at a time. Oh, so I'm paused and then like these tanks are actually being refilled on water. That's super cool. I mean, is it super cool? I don't know. Is it straight up Python? I think it's like straight up Python. I haven't seen any like differences from Python to like game specific stuff. Like you definitely don't have packages, you don't have exports, you don't have like globals, that kind of stuff. So like all these editors effectively are just like one file that you split into several small ones. At least that's how I think they are. There's also no definition of like a main file. You just run from whichever file, but you probably have to pick like the main one. I'm not sure how that one works specifically. Finally get to refactor the ugly code that we did before. Okay, just buy 5 at a time. Why not? What? No, actually, the granularity, yeah, it's actually a lot faster because you don't buy as many, or you don't waste as much resources buying every iteration. I'm not sure how, like, I think iterations does matter. You want to minimize the amount of like iterations you actually do. I would imagine. Big pumpkin. I think the chance of getting like a 5x5 pumpkin is like absolutely minuscule at this point, unless you have a robot that like goes back to each grid to check whether you have a pumpkin grow and just keep growing pumpkins. Wait, actually no, can you do that? Because you could just, oh, but then you lose like production every other way. Oh, should I try that? Should we try that? Actually, fuck, no, I have to try it. Yeah, we have to try it. Okay. Okay, we have to go for the big pumpkin, boys. How does this work? Okay, if so, while we have enough pumpkin seeds, and get entity type is not entities dot pumpkin, we plant them. Oh, colon. Ah, so it's still okay. So that means the pumpkins actually like die during the process of growing as well. So we're not really doing anything too different. It looks like it runs on a potato as well. Yeah, I'm sure you could get it running for your like Samsung smart fridge or microwave smart oven or something. I'm sure this is a Unity game, so there's probably overhead for that. Let's see. Task Explorer, Task Manager. Let's see what this is. Can I tell from offset? Not sure. Well, 100 megabyte of memory. And there's no sub-processes that I can see. Not sure. Am I running a pumpkin? Lol. I think it becomes a point where like you don't like waiting for the pumpkin to deterministically grow might be more detrimental than just keep going with it. And we just minimize the chance of pumpkin like disappearing. Yeah, it'd be funny to know what let's join crafting their Discord. Alright, verification. Read the rules. Message failed to load. Let's see. Yeah, monopath. Game engine, maybe? I blame the game engine. I don't know. I could try to look into this, I guess. Are people doing quick source in this? What? Why would you be needing this? Anyways, regardless, I think I need to like keep expanding the farm to the point where like I could unlock more emergent behavior. Cactus, which needs I can I unlock mazes? I can. If you use fertilizer on a full-grown bush, you will grow into a maze of hedges with a 10% probability. For some reason, the drone can't fly over the hedges. There's a treasure hidden somewhere in the hedge. Yield gold equal to the area of the maze. 5x5 maze will yield 25 gold. If you harvest anywhere else, the maze will simply disappear. Oh my god. Yet entity type is equal to treasure if drone is over the treasure. Mazes do not contain any cycles unless you reuse the maze. How does maze work? You can check if there's a wall by trying to move through it. So if you can't move through it... Oh, that's interesting. For some extra efficiency, you can also reuse the maze by using fertilizer on the treasure. My infosec classes are turning into farming 101. Oh, sick. Dude, I wish I had this game when I was learning how to program. Actually getting you to read documentation? Are you kidding me? Okay, I still don't know the... It feels like mazes are... For mazes without cycles sticking to the walls. Yeah, that's obvious, but like... Looking above the treasure gives you a position where the treasure will be after you fertilize it. Next x, next y equals measure. Same maze can be solved maximum 300 times. This corresponds to 299 relocation. Fertilizing the treasure won't have any effect. Okay, if you use fertilizer on a full-grown bush, it will grow into a maze of hedges with 10% probability. That's pretty crazy. Okay, it's really too bad this game doesn't have corn, because corn mazes are a thing. It looks like it's like an entirely separate program to run. So let's maybe just like try this. Just do clear plant entities the bush, and then do a flip. Well, no, you don't want to harvest. You wanna, what do you want to do? You use fertilizer. What's the price of fertilizer? Trade items stuff fertilizer is 10 pumpkins. Okay, so no matter what, I have to get the pumpkin production up. Actually, can I upgrade the pumpkins? Update carrots, upgrade trees, upgrade pumpkins. I should have been upgrading as I go. Okay, so trade the fertilizer, and then we just do like harvest. Oh no, we don't harvest, we fertilize. Or use item. Item stuff fertilizer. Okay, and then that will give a, if you use fertilizer a full grown bush, it will grow into a maze of hedges with 10% probability. So you're not even guaranteed to get into a maze. Huh? Is this how a for loop looks? Oh my god. For eyeing in sequence. For eyeing range, right? Oh my gosh. My Python has been rotted by JavaScript. Okay, let's okay, so you won't even let me have a question mark in there. Let's just call it maze. Let's write this. Oh, sick. Okay, okay, okay. Wow. Wow. Actual maze. I can't believe this. That's so cool. Oh, it's like propellers like sticking through the maze. Okay. If only you could cross the hedges. I don't think you even know where the treasure is. At least from the perspective of the drone. Oh my gosh. The world of possibilities. And apparently you could try to solve the same maze multiple times. I just don't see the rewards for this. So if you use for like let's go back to the same AI. Let's go back to like the farming AI for now, and then we redo this again. Short someone already bought the GS. This is a pre-release for a game. Like, what do they call it? This what's the Steam word for this? The farmer was replaced. It's called early access, or I will usually refer to as desperately unfinished. System requirements seems like super low though. Anyways, mazes. So first thing you have to do, Windows 7. The first thing, so I think we could detect whether we're in a maze or not. And once we're in a maze, we could just run the maze solver algorithm. And since we always start at 0, 0, so we always know that there's going to be a wall to the left and to the bottom. There's probably like array manipulations we can do as well. So if get entity type is equal to an entity treasure if the drawing's over the treasure and entity.hedge anywhere else in the maze. Oh, okay. So there's no way for the drone to end up in the same position again without going back. Mazes do not contain any cycles unless you reuse the maze. You could check if there's a wall by trying to move through it. You could reuse extra efficiency, reuse the maze using fertilizer on the treasure. This has a 10% probability of increasing the treasure by 1 full maze. And moving it to a random position in the maze. Using measure on a treasure. Using measure on a treasure returns the position it will go next as a tuple. Oh my goodness. So if you map out the entire maze, you could actually use A star. You could actually use Death Stress to fully like pathfind. No way. Yeah, this is maze. This is crazy. Each time the treasure relocated, a random wall may be removed from the maze. So reuse mazes can contain cycles. Ah, that's kind of annoying. That means that like your topography actually change. Like if you generate a graph by navigating through like every part of the maze, your topography may change to the point where you have to oh, that's actually quite interesting. Because it means that you can't just map out the static part of the graph. Same maze can be solved a maximum of 300 times. 299 relocations. Fertilizing the treasure won't have any effect anymore. Okay. That's crazy. Let's start with the most basic solution. Let's just try to solve the maze once. Yeah, let's try to solve the maze once. That's probably the best way to go. The wall get entity type isn't entities dot treasure. We navigate. So how do we make navigation work? We have to start with the direction, and then we rotate counterclockwise until that direction is no longer valid. Except we want to cut. Oh, actually, for actual wall detecting, you have to move every other step because you always have to make sure you have a wall to your right. So it's basically gonna be hit your head on the wall, detect that it's a wall, and then move forward to orthogonal direction to the wall. There's no faster way to do it because you have no sensors otherwise. Unless there's a way, no, because it's entities that hedge everywhere else in the maze, so you can't see past. Yeah, no idea how to get the treasure. No, you can check there's a wall by moving through it. So like the optimal solution is basically to, except you're not guaranteed to actually get to the. Hmm. So I want a function that basically, let's see. Oh gosh, I'm actually opening so many editors. So what do I want to do? I want a function that basically says I want to move one specific direction. And it tells me whether I can or not. I think that's probably the best way to do it. Get time? Wonder what get time does. Oh, there is a statistic for interesting how much you farm. You have comments. Output. Why is output empty? Oh wait, no, this is your printf output, isn't it? So you could actually print stuff. Oh, okay. I was like, this game is trying to incentivize me to use like step-by-step programming. our step debugging, but no, there's actually a print log. I just didn't see it. Okay, French move drone. Is there any other senses? So you have get position and get entity. What is that get time thing? Oh well. Actually, I should probably record my last path. Yeah, need to record my last path. So let's say the last path is east. The last direction is east. So if last direct, how do we do this? So if our last direction is east, we want to keep making sure the wall is on the right. So we want to go for west. No, we want to go south. So that's correct. And if we can't move south, we'll go the other directions. So if the last direction is east, we do a for loop. Go south. Try to move south again. East. North. West. And then we, if move, just skip. How do you break? No, you break out of the loop. Okay. So we always want to keep a wall to the right hand side. There's probably a better way of programming this, but I'm just trying to get it to work. So it doesn't matter too much right now for direction in try. Want to try west first. So you want to try west first, and so if you want to go south, you gotta try west first. And then counterclockwise, west first, and then south. Yeah, so you wanna program that prioritize making left turns, or sorry, prioritize making right turns. So west, try to go north first. Does that make sense? West, want to be north because that will be to its right hand side, and then the last direction. Kind of no point doing this, so east, south, west. So if the last direction is north, we want to try east first. And then if there's no direction, technically we're shit out of luck. So we're not programming for corner cases here. But then we break out of the for loop early when we determine there's a direction we could go. Okay, sick. We could actually try the maze runner. For eyeing. If so, I don't think you could ever like land on them. Oh, I just did like triple equals because I'm still stuck in JavaScript. If get entity type is entity, or no, how do mazes work? Get entity entities.hedge. And then we solve maze. And then so while we're not at the treasure, and now we're at the treasure. And then we just harvest the treasure. Okay. I think this actually works. Don't mix tabs and spaces. I fucking hate you. Are there spaces in here? Don't mix tabs and spaces. There isn't enough indentation here. Okay. There should be any. What? Oh, because. My gosh, please. Can't believe it's like telling me not to mix tabs and spaces. Okay. Let's see. Let's stop the AI for this. Let's run the maze. Is this working? The function don't mix tabs and spaces. You kidding me? This is like the worst case scenario. Unlocks the list must be unlocked. I don't have access to lists. Why did I write out this? I don't have access to lists. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Actually programming without unlocking lists. Oh man. I guess I don't really need dictionaries. Okay. This should work now. Sick! Yo, clip that. Oh, that is fucking satisfying right there. Oh my god. That's fucking awesome. Oh, the issue, okay, the issue is now I'm not at that gave me 49 treasure. I don't know what that means. Okay, so after we solve the maze, we need to basically do we need to move to a specific coordinate to start the cycle again. So this is okay. Let's, oh gosh, all my functions. Move to, let's def move to x, y, x. I keep having to get this. You might try this game later. It looks fun. I would recommend it. This game has been deeply rewarding. Let's just keep farming for now. Okay. I think what was like riding through the entirety of the maze solving thing, I wasn't actually farming at all. How come no one reminded me? No one's paying attention, chat. I'm not paying attention. Okay, so always gotta move forward. So say if I want to move to the XY direction, if so, I guess current X, current Y. If current X is less than the desired X position, like technically it'll be a lot more efficient to wrap around, because we do have wrap around in this world. But let's just assume we do, because let's assume we don't, because that's actually like kind of cringe to program. Actually, would it be easier? Oh god, now I have to write it that way because to remind myself I can. Ah! Okay, fine, I'll do it. I think you have like a get world size or something. Get something. Get world size. Returns the side length of the grid in the north to, oh, because the grid, okay, I see, because the world is always the same. So the world size, get world size. Okay, so how do I want to do? So if I'm currently in the X position, I want to get to another position. I do, what's the best way to do it? It will be like wrap around. We have to determine, is it easier to move? Okay, so if we're in the X scale, and we want to determine how the best way to move to a certain X, is it move directly to the X, or we go to the other way? So how do we do this? We have to determine basically the smallest distance. I guess so for the X and Y, we have to determine, okay, if X equals, no, if, how do I do this? So, okay, if X doesn't equal to current X, we start the logic. So let's get how many grids we have to do to move to the north or to the east. Because they use cardinal direction here, we probably will have to. So if we move to the east, how many? So if the current x is bigger than x, do x minus current x, or yeah, x minus current x. So how that works? We basically have to, if it's less than, and then if it's less than 0, we must make it above. Oh my gosh, I have such a headache for this. Okay, so say you're at current x5, you want to get to, well no, say you're at current x0, you want to get to 5. So 5 minus current x equals 5, so we will move 5 eastwards. But say we are at current x5 and want to move to 0 along the east direction, so we have -5. So if east is less than 0, we east, don't think we have, okay, size. I think that's how that works. We'll have to test this function in real time later. So if we're at current, so if we're currently at 5, we want to move to 0. So if we're currently at 5, we want to move to 0. We have to do 5 units west. And if west is less than 0, and then we have to do the same fucking logic for like north and south, which is cringe. Okay. What the hell is wrong with my spacing? Do I have ternaries? I don't think I have ternaries. I'm just gonna write it super long form. Fuck it. We'll write this better later. This can't be like the most of our logic. I can't believe the simple move to logic is so complicated. I can't, I can't believe I have to write the same logic for X and Y. I mean, I could probably refactor this. I don't have to, but like, it's okay. Okay. What was the point of me writing all that? It's because I want to move back to the place I started. So we plant the bush. We move 2, 0, 0. Wait, we didn't need to move back at all, do we? Oh my god. Yeah, we don't need to move back at all. I just wrote something we're never gonna use. Okay, let's try this. Not valid statement, because I capitalized while. There isn't enough indentation here. Oh, you piece of... Okay. Going the long way across. Sick! Okay. We didn't need to move back to the region. I wrote all that for nothing. Oh well. It ain't a day of hard work unless you wrote some shit for nothing. It really is quite annoying how like the game forces indentation on you. Oh wait, is everything here like indented wrong? I think it's only this. But yeah, it's not solving mazes at a super efficient rate, and you won't be able to do it because the mazes are just randomly generated. I think eventually I'm gonna run out of fertilizer fuel. It costs 10 pumpkins. It's gonna be a long time before we run out of fertilizer fuel for sure. I wonder if the treasure you get is like scaled to how big the base is, because like this could still grow bigger, right? 75k pumpkins. Oh my lordy. Yeah, the mazes does get bigger. You get more though. 4.6. It's like only 80. So you could use up to like an arbitrary amount of you know what would be really funny? To combine the maze solver with, yeah, you combine the maze solver with the farm. You keep farming for pumpkins until you run out of, until you have enough pumpkins for like fertilizer, and then you keep solving mazes until you run out of fertilizer needed to convert bushes to mazes. Oh my god. Is there convert indentation option? Because I'm fucking autosave file watcher tabs to spaces. Turns on tabs into 4 spaces. Enable. Okay, it seems to have auto indented. Yeah, if I have to manually like convert tabs, I'm gonna be very angry. Wow. Okay. Let's see like how much this unlocks for me. I could benchmark now. 2 useful function measure how long things take. Get time. Oh, so that's what it is. Get op count. Return the number of operation performed since start of execution. Okay, so you actually do want to minimize the amount of executions. Actions do not affect the drone, such as reading variables, calling functions. All count as one operations. Calling a function usually consists of reading out the function from a variable and then calling it, so it's 2 operations. Planting, harvesting, or moving count as 200 operations. Performance in the real world is much more complex than this. Consistent op counts, yeah, that makes sense. There's no such thing as consistent op counts. Oh, that's super cool. What a nice little disclaimer. Say this is not realistic. Our video game isn't realistic. Very nice of the devs. If your drone gets too fast and the grid gets too big, hard to see what's going on, set execution speed and set farm size. Reduce execution speed and the farm size. Reset to default values at the end of the execution. Oh, sick! You could actually have like a small sandbox mode to test your code. Ah, fucking hell. That's so great. Unlocks the min-max apps functions. I still haven't used these. Oh. Okay, so harvest, can harvest. You use one operation to execute. Range. Step counts. Plant. Move. Takes 200 operations. Till, 200 operations. Get pause X, 1 operation. Get row size, 1 operation. Oh my gosh. So I could actually I would hate to do this, but you could actually do like get X and Y at the beginning of your operation. Well, no, you can't, because you can move multiple times. Unless you like make your functions super strict. Oh, I don't like that a game of optimization get to the point where your code is literally unusable because it's like hyper optimized for this one use. Get entity type, get ground type. It'd be really nice if it tells you the available like values, but I think that's part of the autocomplete. Trade items. Wow, even tells you like, if num unlocked. Wait, you could. Oh, yo, you could actually check whether you have a specific function unlocked. Wait, I wonder why. I wonder why. Why would you need this? Because once you unlock a specific feature, you don't have to programmatically check whether a feature is unlocked. So why are you doing this? What are you trying to say, game developer? Use item, get water, do a flip. Takes 1 second to execute. It's not even like operations. It's just hard 1 second sleep. I fucking love that. It'd be nice if there's like a overload for like how many flips you could do in a row. Print something into the air above the drone using smoke. No way. No way. I was taking a long way across. He says yes. Yes. Oh my god. Okay, so he doesn't print to the console. He actually prints out in the game. Oh my god. I fucking love this game. Yes. Oh my god. Yes. Oh, that's dopamine right there. Prints a value just like print, but it doesn't stop to write it into the air, so it can only be found on the. Does it stop? Oh, it stops to write the message in the air. So is that pretty? Yes, is actually decreasing my overall cycle count. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, it takes 1 second to execute. I'm actually wasting 1 second to print yes. Oh no. Okay, so I think the next two big things is cactuses and like sunflowers. Both of those I think breaks the assumption that they have like different growth counts. So I can't be like deterministically. Oh, that was a short maze. Deterministically like. I think the original assumption is that as long as something can be harvested, they will be harvested. Whereas sunflowers have you have to harvest the most grown sunflower or something. Wait, returns the number corresponding to the type of a dinosaur? Yo, there's dinosaurs in this game. Oh my god. What? Dinosaurs locked. Unlock cost 5k. Cactus. Oh no. Okay, cactus can be grown soil from cactus seeds, right? Odd sense of community. When you harvest a cactus, all cactus on the field are harvested. Equal to the number of cactus items dropped per cactus is equal to the row size. A cactus only drops cactus item when harvested if it's in sorted order. Oh no! A cactus is considered to be sorted order if the smaller or equal cactus to the south and west and large. Oh no! Hell no! You're gonna tell me you have to. I have to implement a sorting. Oh hell no. That's I fucking love this game. Why do lead code at all? You could just as like practical. So you have to like devote a section of your farm just for like cactus farming. No way. Oh man. Okay, the number of cactus dropped per cactus is equal to row size. So if my row size is like 10, number of cactus items dropped per cactus. Cactus only drops cactus items when harvested in sorted order. You can swap a cactus. Oh my god. Actual. No way. No shot. Oh my goodness. So that means that you have to plant enough cactus first of all for them to be in like world order. And then you have to like can only be grown on soil from cactus seed. When you harvest a cactus, all cactus on the fields are harvested. So it doesn't really, so you have to verify that the cactus have been sorted, and then you plant them, and then you just need to harvest whichever one, as long as they're sorted. Oh, and then you have to sort them. You actually have to sort them, but you can't do like swaps. You actually have no. You actually have to wait. No, you have to implement bubble sort because you can only sort with adjacent neighbors. Oh my god, you have to implement bubble sort into this game. Can you do it? I guess you can. Actually, bubble sort is not too bad. Because you could actually do it in like... Oh god, how would that work? How would that work? Okay, this is crazy. This is crazy. Let's move on to maze stuff. Hello and goodbye. Oh no, leaving so soon. Or is he so offended at the fact that I have to implement bubble sort in this game? Does that make sense though? No, you have to do it. You have to be able to do it the other way around. Watching another player while AFK autoplay to this channel. Really? How does that work? Because I wasn't rated, was I? I didn't know that Twitch can just like automatically put you onto another channel. Yeah, there's autoplay in Twitch. Like I'm actually surprised. Who were you watching before?
Coming towards me, and I had
Were there like anything? Apparently I've never heard of you. What? Hi, I'm Fred. Watching Dug Dug. Interesting. What do Dug Dug do? Good at 2D platformers. He has like almost 1 million followers. How did you get here? Oh wait, they actually do software and game development? Yo, sick. Oh my gosh, what is that like VS Code theme? How how does he do it? How does he make like programming engaging? How does he do it? One time he banned like 70% of his chat. Yo, based. It's like those like YouTube. It's like YouTube channels. It's like I banned everyone who says the word giggity or something. I'm just gonna ban anyone who says CV. Thanks for coming back. Remind me work process could always be more of a shit show. Oh my god. Oh man. Yeah, I've definitely seen some of his YouTube videos as well. I just didn't know he does like actual like code software stuff. ChatGPT writes a video script for my editor. Does stuff like chat saying something, does something to the game he's playing. Yeah, a lot of games have those like integrations now. I gotta get rid of Yas. I think Yas is actually costing me like treasure. Wasting 1 second to print Yas whenever it finishes a maze. I put Twitch chat on trail. If I break my secret rule, ban them. Oh, that's so sick. God, I wish I have enough viewers to do that. If I start banning viewers now, I'm just gonna be talking to myself for the rest of my life. Surely he unbans them. He probably has like a list of them he unbans at the end of the stream. He bans for 1 millisecond. Oh man, I'm surprised Twitch API hasn't like triggered him or like triggered some sort of botting behavior on that. 1 million seconds. Oh, okay, that makes sense. 1 billion seconds. That's 277 hours. Do I have too many zeros in here? No, that's actually 11 days. What? Wait. What? So like he could be streaming for like literally 2 weeks. Then you just can't watch him for 2 weeks. What? That's crazy. You can watch him in bat. Oh, I see. So you just can't like interact in chat. That makes sense. Obviously, I'm not a good enough streamer to know what being banned means. Oh, that's pretty crazy though. But that makes sense. I guess if you're a big streamer, like you have enough baseline interaction, you could actually do stuff like banning like a large percentage of your or like a percentage of your viewership and people will still watch you you still get enough like baseline interaction that your chat is still scrolling. He does Twitch chat plays or something like that. Oh, that's so sick. I gotta look into like the Twitch API as well. I feel like there's a lot of places where a programmer can add like a lot of interactions in Twitch. I just haven't done anything. Why is it? Wait, did my code freeze? What the hell is happening? Plant do a flip. Do we have? Are we run out of fertilizer? Are we out of actually fertilizer? But then we could just trade for them, right? If number of fertilizer is less than 100. What's happening? Why did it? What? Because because I'm trying to buy like 100 fertilizer. Ugh. And I don't have enough pumpkins 100 fertilizer. Okay, that makes sense. Where's my main function? He does a prediction if the coding adventure will last as long as the Senku will. What does that mean? Like, whatever he wants on... Like, is he trying to make a prediction like, oh, yeah, I want to write this feature. Make a prediction on how long it would take for me to write this feature? That's like a joke towards how terrible like programming work is estimated. Oh my god. That's actually hilarious. Nothing in software takes 5 minutes. If you think something takes 5 minutes, you're actually just ego checking yourself. I remember like last time I was trying to do something on Genshin Optimizer, like I was like, oh, I'm just gonna add a floating menu that like fixes itself to the edge of the screen. Took me 30 minutes just to realize the one CSS rule I was breaking to make it not work. I once made 10k channel points from doubling. Yo, sick. Sick gamble. Yeah, I've always wondered what it takes to like be a streamer that's like I guess more of a programmer. I always feel like programming is not very interactive. Like I do mainly do like web development on stream sometimes, and it's not that interesting. And like it's hard to get into like the groove of programming as well. So maybe I'll start watching him, take a few tricks, take a few pointers. I know nothing about programming, still watch. Oh, well, thank you. I guess that does make it interesting. If you have like millions of arbitrary fiat currency in play, it's like gambling, but somehow legal. It's more like the currency of gambling isn't necessarily money, but interaction. Well, why thank you for the follow. I know you weren't intended to be here from the beginning, but I'm glad you stayed for this conversation. I certainly learned a lot. I'm definitely gonna write Doug on my notes as someone to study for future streams. And I'm glad that you were here to teach me that. Also, being like very like photogenic does help. I'm sure like nobody here wants to see like sweaty programmer face cam, but all I know is MATLAB. MATLAB is pretty valid as a programming language for a while, especially if you're in like more academic streaming university. I learned MATLAB in a university while I was learning electromagnetism. Apparently, the prof designed like a 4 week lab in 2 weeks based off of MATLAB just so we could graph like electromagnetic field interactions, which is terrible because I think most of the class were like programmers that could literally program in literally anything by MATLAB, and now they have to like learn a zero indexed, barely programmable framework in like 2 weeks just for like a lab that's worth like 20% of our grade. Oh man, engineering was interesting. It wasn't fair. The professor made it seem like they just hate you, but they're just mostly lazy bastards themselves. What can you do? Not go to engineering? Nah, that'd be ridiculous. Go to computer science? Ew. Wait, I think one of my viewers is like a comp sci PhD. Oh no, I didn't mean it. Take it back. So you went to university? Yeah, I went to university. I'm not sure how much I got out of university, to be honest. I think it's just one of those like necessary milestones that you just need to undertake if you want to be part of the contributing society. Otherwise, all you're qualified for is flipping burgers until you somehow land a crazy tech job. But I think tech jobs these days are like super demanding in terms of requirement as well. Like I used to tell people, oh, don't go to university, go to like a college and then learn like actual like applicable skills like the like programming and like system design. Now it's like if you don't have like a diploma from like a top university, you won't even be considered for an internship. Like even after you go to university, there is so much saturation that like you have to try extra hard extracurricularly, like have like projects and stuff outside of school that like make you show up above the others for you to even get like a entry level job. Or you go to like a university that has like a co-op program that puts you in like internships with companies. But even then, I think that stream is not good either. Oh, ad break. It's Bezos time, boys. Still gotta fight for the co-op. Oh my god. Anyways, so I I could unlock. Wait, okay, so I actually need to use cactus to unlock dinosaurs. What is polyculture? Yield 10 times more when they have the right plant companion. Not like this! Oh man, this is crazy. Okay, so it means that before harvesting a plant, yeah, before harvesting a plant, if you plant another plant adjacent to it, you could actually like boost it up. That's crazy. So it could be either be grass, bush, tree, or carrot. Oh, but it's not a pumpkin. So I guess we could still have our designated slot for pumpkins. But we can't do this like, oh, but then the tree, like, then we can't have this like nice tiling for trees. And that's annoying. Everything else is relatively independent. Except then you still have to, but then you can't take advantage of like tilled soil. Because you like till the soil and water it. Hmm. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I could take advantage of this. What a crazy mechanic. That's actually crazy. Unlock dictionaries. Dictionaries are just maps. Which would be actually quite nice to use because you could iterate through a lot of this. Maps direction directly to the right. I think if I use dictionaries, I could probably improve the logic here. It would just be like a lot less hard coded, but then you still have to incur lookup every time you do it. And it makes the code actually harder to diagnose. Like this, as long as you don't have any like copy paste issues, it will just work. But that's just a lesson. Don't apply everything you learn to everything you do. Oh, I could have upgraded those mazes. I'm Okay, out of carrots. There's gotta be a layout that's like not terrible for this. So it takes carrots to upgrade, and then it takes wood to upgrade carrots. And then carrots are max level. Takes grass to upgrade trees. You only get so much grass at once. And then grass is maxed. We can't increase the speed unless we get power. We could expand the farm later. Like, I'm inclined to increase the amount of pumpkins. I think a lot of the function can probably be improved somehow. Then you break a lot of the unidirectionality of the functions. Oh well, I think this is functionable for now. There's like not much we could do to improve. Can we improve this? Like, I guess if you're going like super hard on pumpkins, you could try to make sure all pumpkins are like fully grown before harvesting. Which means that how much would it take to just get like a extraordinary surplus of pumpkin seeds? It costs 7 carrots. Because I think we're at the point where the exponential scaling might be worth it. Where's the documentation? Let's see, plants. Oh. Carrots, pumpkins. So let's see, we'll grow up to a 9x9 pumpkin. Which instead of being an 81 harvest, it would be 729 harvest. The issue is does it justify? Because we'll have to change the logic a lot. We have to assume that we can't harvest every turn. We can't determine. Well, basically, we'll have to wait for the pumpkin to grow from every grid. And we can't harvest it at all. And then we have to go back and harvest it. And then if you use the entire playing field for just pumpkin, that's not very efficient. I mean, I think all the other plants kind of break breaks the idea that we can't individually harvest. So I think a break refactoring has to be made. That we designate specific parts of the map for specific plants, in which we're already doing. and then we have to only harvest the plants that have no external like interactions. And then for all other plants, we'll just have to figure it out along the way. For cactus, I believe I just need to sort it. I'm still not sure how cactus can be done in like a more logical sense. Because it will just use a bubble sort, it will be prohibitively difficult to sort an entire field of cactus. But maybe that's what you want to do. The issue is that like you could only designate like specific areas of the map for that. So like assumingly we put one row of cactus somewhere, like the top row or something like that. That could work. The way in which we handle cactus has to be like different. I think there's like gonna be strict directionality to how we can handle cactus. I don't think it'll be possible to handle cactus like deterministically in two directions. I mean, yeah, I could write something like that. The issue is that it'll be too much work, I think. And then I have to fit sunflower, which can only be harvested when I think you will only harvest the most powerful one or the most grown sunflower, like with the most petals or something. Man, so much to do. But it's almost 12 o'clock here. And there's some like cleaning up stuff I have to do before tomorrow. I think this is probably as far as I'll stream for today. Wish I could play more of this game. It's suddenly getting to the point where like the mechanics are getting more and more interesting for sure, and like more and more difficult to program for. Especially if you want to design a farm that accommodates like all the variants of plants in a way that makes sense. And like it's getting to the point where it's getting like super creative. But let's see is anyone on Twitch I could raid with I guess 10 like 7 or 8 people. Because I don't know if anyone here, like anyone that I actually actively watch on stream actually streams at this time. Yep, no worries. I got this game and I was like, this will be a fun interacting game to stream. And it's been like super fun. My usual list of streamers on streaming. It's probably too early for Thor to be streaming. When does Thor stream? I mean, he definitely doesn't need a raid from me for sure. Oh my gosh. Why does he usually stream at like... Is this 3 a.m.? That's pretty ridiculous. Yeah, I'm not waiting 3 a.m. just to raid him. Here, let's go to Razor Ninja. I think
an Archon, though.
they sometimes do coding stuff as well. Except I think currently they're going through a vulva cleanse. Let's see. Where's my Twitch manager? Oh, did they change the UI here? Or is it because I'm on like a smaller screen? Oh. Oh, thank you for the follow. I was just about to leave, unfortunately, but at least for... Oh wait, someone is streaming this game. Yo, sick. Okay, wait. Oh my god, yo, their logic actually looks, well, pretty complicated. You guys can backcode code them. Wait. Oh yeah, their code is definitely a lot more evolved. It looks like they're like a lot. It looks like they're a lot more than just 2 hours. Oh, look at this code. It's like taller than the actual screen. Well, yeah, definitely go to this guy then. How do I do this? Hopefully they don't like disagree with my point of view on programming. But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. I think for the last thing, I usually stream on Fridays, but I'm actually away on Friday, so I'm probably gonna stream on Thursday. I think I've updated my stream schedule accordingly, but just so you know, because usually I think people use me as like a benchmark for when Friday comes during the week. So when I do actually stream on Thursday, it's gonna be like crazy cognitive dissonance. So I'm warning the 7 people still watching on stream that that might happen. Anyways, see you.
That happened.